Hi students, welcome to today's online class. Today we are going to start 3.1.3 topic, that is passing arrays to functions. So the topic is what? Passing arrays to functions. It means these arrays can be passed to functions. How? In two ways. There are arrays can be passed as argument to functions in two ways, that are passing each element of array as argument. So individual element by element we can pass it to the function to have some functionality of the elements of the array. To have some functionality with the elements of the array. And another way is what? Passing entire array as argument. So complete array also you can pass it as an argument. Let us see how this process can be done here. First, passing each element of array as argument. So consider an array of integers given below. Integer a of 50. Each element of this array can be passed as argument to a function, say demo. Function name is what? Demo, as given below. So demo a of I. In the function prototype, so this is a syntax, you can say. How we can declare here to pass an array to a function? So you need to write void demo integer value. In the argument place, what we will write? The data type and the variable we will write. In the place of variable only we are passing that elements of an array here. If you see the program, so we have included header files. After that, void main. So we are declared variables of I comma n comma, two variables I comma n and of integer data type array a of how many elements? 20 elements here. Okay, we have declared here. Then after we are declaring a function integer inc. Inc means increment. Increment means what? Increasing the value of an element of an array. So the argument which the element of array is a data type integer. So we are giving argument as a data type integer only. Then after CLRS here. Then after what? We are entering the value of n. So percentile d ampersand n means what? N is the size of an array. So then after we are entering all the elements. If we have given size of the array is 5, we have to enter complete 5 elements, right? So after giving 5 elements, we are reading that 5 elements using scanf function as usual we learned before. So percentile d ampersand a of I semicolon closed. So here for loop we are using. So in array concept, wherever you will go, you will see these for loops only to read the elements and to print the elements also. So for I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, a of I is equal to what? In place of. So in the value of array a of I, we are calling the function is equal to, we are calling the function increment function, that is a of I. Whatever the element is there in a of I, so that element has to be incremented. That is a functionality of inc function. So when it is the compiler calls inc, the compiler jumps to where? If it calls direct definition after the main function, that is it checks the return type and data type and arguments. So everything is of integer data type. Then there is a code is given, that is what? X is equal to x plus 5. So when we are declared here in argument place, we are declared integer variable as x. So the value of the each element of array will be taken in place of x. So if the value of first element is 7, complete size is 7, enter the array of elements means, so if it is a first value is 9, 9 is equal to 9 plus 5. After calling the function 9 plus 5, how much? 14 will be printed when after the printf function is executed by the compiler. So you can see the output here. enter you the value of n means 7 elements we have given. So enter the array elements means what? Whatever the elements you will give, that elements will be added with 5. Okay, that added array will be displayed at the end of the program. Okay, next is what? Second one, passing entire array as argument. As similarly, integer a of 5 means 5 elements we have to give. So this is a syntax here, void demo integer. You can observe here, in place of argument, integer b and braces are given. As the syntax of array, how we will give, we are declaring the array syntax here. So here, to pass an entire array, the base address of array A is passed to actual parameters. This is by the formal parameters array b demo function. To pass entire array, call by reference is used. We learned about call by value and call by reference, right? You can think that you can take an example for first one for as a call by value. Here second one is what? Call by reference. So here in place of reference, in place of address, we are having complete total array only. So this type of programs will be used to search an element. After entering all the elements, how many elements you will give? If you want to search an element which is there in your array, all elements are not. So at that time, this type of program can be used here. Not only to search, but everything to search a complete array. This is the most appropriate program you can observe here. As similarly, we have declared integer a of 25 elements. X comma n comma n are the 3 variables. So before that, we are declaring a function. In main function, we have declared a function void search integer b of array element b. So why we are, you can observe here, we are declaring inside the main function only. Why? Because here we are passing entire array as argument. By declaring, after declaring the array element only, we have to pass that array element as complete array as argument here. So integer of variable m and integer of variable y we have declared. Enter the size of an array. As we have declared 25, we need to, one more time we need to give how much elements we want to enter here in place of variable n. So enter the elements. So to read that, for I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, scanf function is used here as usually. So printf enter the elements to be searched. If you have given 5 elements, in 5 elements is the element which you will enter after this is present or not, you need to check it. So scanf %d ampersand x, search here in search function. When we are calling a search function, you need to observe that in place of arguments we have given name of the array, comma, size of the array, comma, and the element to be searched. The 3 arguments should be passed to pass an complete array as argument here. Okay, so it is a must to give the array name and array size and elements to be searched here. After when the function search is called, the compiler jumps to the definition of the search function. You can see after the main program here, void search integer array b, comma, integer m variable, integer y variable. So it need not to specify the size of an array, as we have given n, but it matches. Already we have given in the main program, right? So there is no need of giving value of the size of the array here. So we have declared here in actual in formal parameters we have declared integer variable n. So integer I comma flag is equal to 0 to check the element is there or not. So this is a program here. You can see for I is equal to 0, I less than m, I plus plus. If b of I is equal to y, the element which you have entered will be stored in a y. The element which is stored y. If the element present in b of I means all elements will be checked. If there is found flag is equal to 1 will be given. We have learned about break statement, right? It breaks there. If it is found, it prints and breaks. We are printing in the main program only. If it is not found, if flag is equal to, so break completed, if flag is equal to 1, double is equal to means assigning, flag we are assigning flag is equal to 1. If it is B of I element is of value of I, then only flag is equal to 1, we are assigning to flag variable as 1. So break statement after, if flag double is equal to 1 means what? Comparing. If flag value is 1, then only the printf statement will be printed as element found. Else it is printed as what? Element not found. You can observe the output here. Enter the size of array n is equal to 5. So enter the elements, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements. We have not only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can enter any of the elements as you like. So enter the element to be searched. Either I can give an element which are present in these 5 elements or any of the other element you can give. I have given 1, so the result is printed as element found. If I given 6 here, so it is printed as element not found. So this is today's class. We will see in the next class. All you need to go through this programs. Once again, I will forward the pic to you. Thank you.